All right, yo, what is up, guys? This Logic Looks, and today we got a quick little banger for you guys, man. In today's video, we are going to be going over some mistakes that the regular My Team player makes. I'm going to be going over them, telling you guys what not to do in My Team this year, things to stay away from, 6 mistakes that you guys basically shouldn't make. It's as simple as that. We're going to get into it. These tips should save you guys a ton of MT, a ton of time, and just, not waste your time grinding on the wrong things. So we're going to get into the video. It's going to be a quick one, but it should be exciting and informative for you guys. We're going to get into it. If you guys are ready for this, go down below right now. Smack that like button. Let's try to get this video right here to 190 likes. That would be greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. Join the crew. We are on the grind to 70K. Also, if you guys are looking for some cheap MT, check that first link in the description down below. Without further ado, though, we're going to get into it. I'm excited. Let's get into it. Let's go. Okay, guys, so first things first, bro. I know there's a ton of things in 2K right now to do. You can snipe, you can play TTO offline, Domination, Limited, Unlimited. You can do endless things. You can grind for XP. There's just too many things to do in 2K right now, and I'm not gonna lie, I basically looked through and kind of found what was worth it, what was worth grinding for. So in today's video, like I did say, we are going to go over 6 mistakes you shouldn't make. And some of these mistakes involve, grinding the wrong thing. So hopefully this video kind of helps you guys, especially if you're deciding what to grind. Because I know there's a, lot to decide from. There's a lot of different things you can do in 2K right now. But the first thing we're going to start with is something simple and something I've seen a lot of. And it is actually do not lock in sets. Now, there is one exception to this, which I will talk about in a second. But do not lock in sets, please, bro. I'm begging you guys, don't lock them in. I've seen way too many people lock in sets for no reason whatsoever. For example, do not lock in sets like this, bro. You're getting 25 tokens. You're probably locking up a good, 100 KMT worth on each end of this. Also, this other set that came out for this Gary Payton, I understand that this Gary Payton is needed for, a few challenges in the XP token market, whatever you want to call it right here. I know you do need him for a few of the challenges, but listen, bro, do not lock in just to get 1,000 extra XP. I know it, it's tempting, I understand, but it is not worth getting only 1,000 extra XP from, locking in probably 150k worth of cards, maybe even 200k worth of cards. So the first thing on my list is do not lock in collections. One exception I have for this is, yes, you can lock in collections, but only one per conference. And the reason you want to do this actually is because if you guys go over here to the lifetime goals, you actually will see that you end up getting 20 tokens for each of these you lock in, plus the 10 tokens you get from actually locking in the set, and an extra 10 on top of that when you do both of these. So that is a total of 70 tokens, I believe, which isn't bad at all. That's the only exception to actually locking in sets this early in the year. Apart from that, I would say stay away from it. It is a huge mistake that you are going to regret, especially with all these challenges that are coming out as well. Certain cards are skyrocketing in value for no reason whatsoever. For example, we had that Tyler Hero that went up to 9K yesterday. We had Serge Ibaka a few days ago. OG and Anobi went up a few days ago. So a lot of cards are going up all the way to 6,000-7,000 and then dropping again. So one thing you don't want to do right now this early in the year is locking collections. It is a huge waste of MT, and it's MT that you're locking up that you could have used to either invest in cards or actually sniped. Okay, guys, mistake number 2. Now, this one I've already seen a lot of people make, and even me, myself included. Now, the next, obviously, obvious mistake right here is do not open up packs. I know they're tempting, bro. Look at the card design on these packs, or look at the pack design on these packs. They're looking nice. They're looking tempting to open. Of course, who doesn't want to pull MJ, Kobe, Kareem, or this Jason Kidd? Everybody's trying to pull these cards, but it is 100% not worth it to open up packs, especially with MT. If you have VC from anywhere you're getting it, listen, bro, it is what it is, I guess. But if you're opening packs up with MT, you are taking a huge L. For example, you guys can see this pack right here is 17,000. Now, I did actually open one up on stream earlier today, and I pulled probably the best player that isn't an amethyst, which is actually Kawhi Leonard. That Kawhi card goes for 8K, or he did go for 8K at a time. And honestly, bro, I still took a loss of around 9,000 to 10,000 MT, which is a huge L. So packs are not the way to go. Honestly, bro, with that 17K you can spend on a pack, you could literally build a full starting lineup for MyTeam Unlimited or MyTeam Limited and start grinding those modes. So definitely, number one thing, stay away from packs. Obviously, it is tempting. Everybody's tempted by packs, but try your best to control yourself. Do not open up packs. If you open up 1 or 2, you're going to end up spiraling down and opening up hundreds of thousands of MT worth of packs. So definitely stay away from packs. Stay away from collections. Those are 2 big MT wasters early on in the year. Definitely nothing really crazy to even pull in those packs. And the pack odds, one good thing about this year's game actually is you can actually view the pack odds. If you press X on the pack and click more info, you can only see you have a less than 2% chance of pulling a diamond or above, and of course a 33% chance of pulling a ruby or above, which isn't good enough, bro. I'm not gonna lie, the odds of pulling an amethyst in these packs are very, very low, so stay away from it. Do not waste your MT on packs. Very, very easy, very simple tip, but it's very effective as well. Okay, boys, the next tip I got for you guys, or the next mistake you shouldn't make, is worrying too much about MyTeam Limited. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it is a cool concept. Yes, you could get a free pink diamond Ralph Sampson, but if you look at it, you guys can see you need all 6 rings to get that Ralph Sampson, so you're gonna have to get a ring each weekend that this mode goes on for. And honestly, bro, at the end of the 6 weeks, I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like we're gonna have a center that's just as good as that Ralph Sampson that you could buy with MT. So my personal thoughts on this mode are very, very simple. If you could get the rings in, you know, a couple tries, maybe 10 games or less, go for it. But don't sit here all weekend trying to grind out and, you know, get basically no ring, because if you get no ring for grinding out like 50 games, it is going to be a huge L. You basically just wasted 10 to 20 hours on just playing this game mode just to get yourself no ring, which is a huge L. So honestly, bro, yes, the mode is cool, it's not bad, but don't stress yourself out over it, because I know a lot of people are stressing trying to get a ring. Don't stress yourself out, because at the end of the day, if you just miss 1 week, the best thing you're going to get is 25 tokens. If I spend an hour on TTO right now, I could probably make close to 25 tokens. Maybe if I spend like 2 hours on TTO, I can make 25 tokens easily from it. So definitely not really worth stressing over it. Not really worth taking your time up over. Obviously, if you have the ring from the first week, go ahead and keep going, but don't spend too much time on it. Like I said, it is not going to be worth it in my opinion. At the end of the 6 weeks, I do think we're going to have a center that is just as good as Ralph Sampson. Again, it is up to you guys, but that's a mistake that I'm not going to make, because obviously I spent way too much time week 1 trying to get the ring, and unfortunately I didn't even get it. So honestly, I just kind of strayed away from that mode. It's fun, I know it's fun, but at the same time, it's very, very sweaty. You're going to get a headache playing it, and if you don't get the ring, you're going to be pissed. Now, the next thing I would say is, boys, domination is a no. Now, the reason I say this, domination is low-key a mistake. I know, you know, I've done a few games. I know people that have done all of domination. It's not a bad idea to do it, especially if you do content. Like, I'm eventually going to have to do domination, and I will do domination eventually. But for the most part, bro, I don't think domination is worth it. Yes, you're going to get a lot of tokens from it, which is fine. You know, you're going to get an amethyst Nick Van Exel, which is fine and all that. But low-key, bro, by the time you get these cards, if you're not rushing through it, they are going to be outdated. Now, this George Mikan apparently is trash. That's what I've heard from people that I've seen gameplays from. So definitely, George Mikan's not worth it. Rolando Blackman's not terrible, but again, by the time you get him, unless you're grinding out, you know, 20, 30 games a day, you're not going to like him that much, or there will be better cards in the game. And this Nick Van Exel, I mean, he's decent, but I would much rather have Damian Lillard as my starting point guard. So in my opinion, I think domination is a no. Like I said, these are opinion-based, you know, mistakes. At the end of the day, yes, you do get tokens, but in my opinion, bro, you could again make more tokens from TTO online. So definitely stay away from domination unless you really want to get these rewards. I know you get some XP for doing domination as well, so it's not really that bad. And obviously, if you get challenges like this where you have to win 2 domination games, I mean, you might as well just go play a few games. But I just don't think domination is worth grinding for. I don't think, you know, doing it in like a kind of step-by-step manner where you do like maybe like 3 games a day is worth it, because by the time you get those good cards, you know, those diamonds and those pink diamonds, you're not really going to end up, you know, using them much, because there probably will be better cards in the game. Unless you're rushing through domination or you're creating content for it, I suggest not doing it and staying away from it. It is 100% up to you guys, but yeah, that's just my opinion on it, bro. It is a mistake to go ahead and run through domination. Now, the last 2 tips I got for you guys, man. Now, the first one right here is don't badge out players that are not worth badging out. Now, obviously, this should be obvious for most of you guys, but I see a lot of people throwing badges on random players. Like, for example, let's just say this Paul George. If I see you throwing Hall of Fame badges, I don't even know if you can get Hall of Fame badges, but I'm saying if he can, if I see you throwing Hall of Fame badges on Paul George, bro, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You are taking an L, because at the end of the day, badges are actually quite expensive right now on the market, and they're not really worth putting on cards that we're not going to use, you know, 2 weeks down the line. Now, if it's somebody like that Amethyst Kobe, or, you know, maybe that Jason Kidd, whatever the case may be, then it might be worth putting on, because those cards might be here for a while. But cards that, like, you know, the Ruby Paul George, or, you know, Ben Simmons, cards from the 20 current NBA collection, I would stay away from adding too many badges on them. Obviously, if a badge is cheap, then go ahead and add it on him. But, bro, if you're adding, you know, range extender on a random card and wasting that MT on that card, there's literally no point, because at the end of the day, you're not going to sell it for a lot more than it already sells for, because people aren't going to be looking for badges on, you know, maybe like a Lillard card or something like that. And honestly, it's not really worth, you know, wasting your badges over. So definitely make good use of your badges. Don't throw them away for no reason on random players, and just keep them throughout the year for the good players and the goated players. And the last thing is, boys, is do not chase a GOAT squad, bro. Now, if you guys don't know what that means, don't go out there spending all your MT trying to get the best squad week 1. Because obviously, it might look good week 1. You might demolish opponents week 1. But to be completely honest, you're going to be wasting a lot of MT that you could have got later on. And as you guys can see right here, bro, this is the team I currently run with in Unlimited. I've actually played, I think, like 7 games with this current team right here. And I'm 5-1 or... No, I'm probably like 5-2 in those games. My bad. So I'm 5-2 in those games with this team. You really don't need all these crazy amethyst players. Now, obviously, one exception is if you're doing things like Domination or you're playing single player TTO online or whatever. If you're getting cards that are free, like this Isaiah Ryder right here, I had 100 wins, and you're adding them to the squad, that's fine. But don't go on the auction house buying every amethyst you see just because it's an amethyst card. Because in reality, bro, the amethysts that we have in this game are not that good. Some of them are honestly not worth it at all. Like, for example, this Kawhi, I'm sorry to say it, bro, but not really worth buying for the MT goes for. Mitch Richmond, same thing. The only couple of amethysts that I would recommend maybe even touching or looking at is that Allen Houston. I know that Allen Houston is probably the best amethyst in the game right now, and maybe there's a few other ones, but I would technically stay away from it. Try to build yourself a nice budget squad that could get you wins early on in the year, and stack that MT. You guys can see I have like 240,000 MT almost. Stack that MT until later on this year. I'm telling you, bro, you are going to regret it if you throw away your MT early on. So definitely stack it, and don't chase a GOAT squad by buying random players off the auction house. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know it was kind of, quick, very simple, but it's just tips that I thought I would give you guys. Tips that I've been using for myself as well. I've been trying to stay away from packs, locking in collections, and everything else I mentioned in this video. Obviously, this is kind of opinion based, so somebody out there might think, oh, bro, Logic, Domination is 100% worth it. That is fine. People have different beliefs and opinions. It is all good, bro, at the end of the day. If you guys think I missed anything on this list, leave it down below in the comment section. If you guys did enjoy this quick video, go down below right now, man. Smack that like button. Let's try to get this video right here, like I said, to 190 likes. That would be greatly appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. By the way, we are back on Twitter. Check the description for my Twitter name and go follow me there if you haven't already. And yeah, make sure you have notice on. No stream tonight because we actually streamed this morning if you guys didn't know. But we do have a banger dropping tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. I'm telling you, bro, it is going to be an absolute banger. So stay tuned for that video. And yeah, it's pretty much it. I love you guys, man. I'll catch you in the next one. I'll see you. Peace.
My principal told me that I had potential. Yeah, he pull up in rental. You niggas don't know, you don't know none of my pain. Remember the days when I walked in the rain? I'm going way harder cause it's a new season. I do what I do and I got all my reasons. And when I win, I never feel like I won. Cause everybody wanna be number one.